Rock Tongue Body Spray. Reach for it.
Available at all fine skincare superstores.
All right, everybody, I heard you loud and clear. Last week I played a version of Creatureless Infect that was all my own. This time I'm playing MTG regular grinder Jaredgel. He has a very cool YouTube channel I think you should check out, and that's where I got inspired with this list. It's very close to his for very obvious reasons. He's an awesome player. Anyway, thanks for joining me nice and early, Saprazzan. We're going to be taking this out for a spin. I've been tweaking this all week long, have a lot of little different weird theories, but enough of that. Let's get to the list. I call it Storm-Fection. There's the list. Thank you, Chimpskey. All right, so we got 4 woodlots, 4 bogs, and 4 skerries. We got 1 swamp, and the rest are basic islands. So the big difference here from last week, we don't have any creatures again, but a lot of you brought up the fact, and I was aware of it. I just wanted to build a little bit different control style last week, but now we're going with the Everflowing Chalice Pentad Prism plan, which is just killer. Sometimes I feel like I need Ona's Grace in this list because you can just start getting insane mana where you just don't even need lands anymore. And, you know, all you want to start doing is drawing stuff. Yeah, there's his link in the chat there. So we'll mention it throughout the show. Thank you very much, my fellow partners in crime, Saprazzan and Chimpskey, for showing off his website. I guess it is his website, you know, yeah, YouTube. But yeah, go give him a like, subscribe. He's one of my favorites to watch too. Anyway, so we've got 4 inquiries. We've got 2 arms main. I found this to be very necessary. 4 insights main. Looks like a lot of mana, and it really is, but this gets you there really quick to pay for that 3, and so often we're paying only 2 for this. That's how it feels like. Contentious Plan really shines in this list. It's usually one of those cards that in normal proliferate styles, it's one of the weaker ones, and this one, it's one of the stronger ones. We've got Experimental Augury, which is the strongest one. The Prologue to Phyresis. I got scolded many times last week about how I was saying it. I even said it wrong in the commercial, so apologies for all those years of hearing it wrong. Again, I got a little bit of a learning disability when it comes to some way I interpret words and especially numbers. We got 2 Anoint with Affliction. Another note from you guys. I knew about it, but, you know, again, I really do prefer Cast Down. You'll notice I have 4 on the sideboard, but I'm just appeasing the masses here. We're going to go with this. But it is, I've seen Kalikai's, or I'm not sure how he pronounces his name on YouTube, but I know Jaredgel is how he is what it is online. And the big problem with this list, sometimes fairies and a lot of times walls. And so I wanted 2 answers here, and then we can mop up some stuff here. 4 weather the storms keep us alive. We got 4 prisms and 4 stars. This is kind of the floating spot. I really like the star here. I usually have a little bit extra mana when I put this in combination out, and just keeps it a lot closer. Now, I was actually running Thirsting Roots. I had a build up until a couple hours ago with 2 of these main, just because it just purely proliferates. Now you could say that there's a one, yeah, Whisper of the Drost right there. Now this one is obviously a little bit more color friendly for us, but you have to target the creature, and you'd be amazed how many times people can sack something in response, whether it's Deadly Dispute or a Shaman, or there's a lot of ways to get rid of your own goods and protect it. So I was kind of looking for a permanent proliferate, and but ended up going back out to the other system. Anyway, so obviously red decks are pretty hard for this to beat, so we've got 6 of these. We got 4 cast downs, 1 more anoint, and all 4 spell bombs. And with that, we're just gonna jump on in here and hopefully go for gold, baby. Woo! I'm telling you, there's a lot of fun, a lot of clicking though, boy. You can really this is like one of those categories of an arthritis deck, right? A lot of Creatureless Infect 2 weeks in a row. Yes. Kenny RCG, yes, but this is different, so I figured it was due, right? I promise I won't play Infect next week. Let's say yes to this. Looking for 2 lands off the gates. We got it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a really good hand. This is like a Pauper Ganda first. We usually start the show off with a really bad hand, but this is a really good hand. We'll lead off with the Bog and pass. Really like to get a Chalice or a Pentad Prism out immediately, but we'll see what we can do here. Now with this play, let's go like this. We've got the Seb McKinnon artwork across from us. All right. I'll slow roll this. We'll just bring this out here. No sense in, we got no threats here. Yeah, Innocent Blood I considered greatly. I'd rather play Vraska's whatever, the give the infect thing. I had that in here for the longest time, but oh, we might get Chittering Rats here. That'll be interesting. They're probably going to have a lot of dead cards here. Wow, the toys just keep coming. Let us let me bring this down here. I want to start the infection right away. I'm going to bring this out right here. And because that one extra mana left over happens a lot with this list, so I'm just going to drop the star and we'll be done with it. We'll poison next turn using the island and go from there. Navigator's Compass seemed good to smooth the depletion early. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to do it. I prefer the ones that draw, but yeah, Vraska's Fall. That's the one. That's the one I say. Whew. Oh my gosh. So pickleball update. I know you guys are like, what? Because I'm in that league. We got absolutely obliterated. We didn't win a single game this week, so I'm feeling very beat down. Here comes probably a Chittering Rat, if they're of the old school persuasion. Oh, okay. That hurts. Good, we got a basic behind it. Let's see what we can do there. Main deck land destruction. Maybe there's a lot of depletion lands running about. It's warranting that, I guess. Hopefully they have about 10 extra spells they don't need in their hand. We shall hope. Let's, I guess we'll go look for a land here. We'll tap this and this. We've already got them poisoned, so I'm going to Augury here. Boop. And clicking very slowly. Yeah, the Prism's going to be really good here. Bring that back. Any order, and then click real slowly because you want to make sure you don't miss this good stuff. Done. All right, now without further ado, I'm going to trip this and this. I guess, yeah, we'll just do here and here. Make sure to click on both colors. See, done. Now we've got floating mana. Now we'll pay a blue here. We'll Augury here. Looking for land pretty much at this stage. This a little far away from us now. The Chalice is going to be nice to get there. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Let me grab the Chalice. Actually, the Prism would be pretty nice too for the double mana there. Let's grab Prism. Any order. Infect. Boom, 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 boom. Do this again. Done. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta be done here. Let's open it. Boy, we really missed lands, didn't we? Rakdos Madness, thank you for that. Yeah, we're trying our best here. Nice to have Weather the Storm main deck here. Raken's last build had he's always had the Weather the Storm in his list, but I went with the Moment's Peace. I think he's been getting wrecked by red decks. My sideboard seems to get there. I don't know if it's a playstyle thing or what, but I go pretty hard in the paint with my anti-red stuff. What's this? Befoul, maybe? 4 mana? I already saw Rancid Earth. Really want to see this. Oh, look at this. Yeah, they're going pretty hard for that. All right. That's why I wanted to lean on the Prisms. Once I get that out, we don't really have to worry about their land destruction and 1 life a turn, so it feels pretty doable. They are corrupted as we speak. Got double, triple draw in our hand. All right. No sense in killing that. Let us, I guess we plan here. But first I want to do, let me do this to this. Pay here and here. Getting this out. Done. With our little Dimir Prism. All right. Now I will remove one of these for a bloop. Bloop. Oh, Contentious Plan. And now we don't really need lands anymore. But they're nice to have, right? Down here. Okay. That's a ways away, especially with what our opponent's been playing about. Maybe we get our... Let's go here. Phyresis. Still a nice beat. Really nice to hit a land here. Yeah, I guess we're just stuck here. We'll just chill. Oh yeah, that's a very nice trick. Why not running Chainer's Edict? Because we could play Vraska's whatever. I keep forgetting the name of that card for 1 more mana, and I'd rather play that, and it's not even good enough to make this list. So, not too worried about hexproof creatures. We don't care. Normally, the way hexproof beats you is Ginormous Critter, which is a problem, but we have Ginormous Life Gain and Weather the Storm, and don't really have to worry about their Armadillo Cloak. Famous last words, right? We'll probably get wrecked by it next turn. Okay, we're at 15. Here comes the card advantage. The good news is their card advantage is probably drawing them all removal that they don't need against this list. Okay, we'll drop a Skerry. And yeah, we're kind of out of those, aren't we? Well, no, we could do this. Let's see. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't really get there unless we got rid of this. I don't know if it's it might be worth it. I say we just wait a turn. Yeah, we'll just wait. We'll have it next turn. They might have land destruction still. I'm not too worried at this stage. Sometimes I play like, I got to do it right now, and it's a definite character flaw or player flaw. A lot of times, I got to remember to look at my life total. We got them halfway dead. Feeling all right. That'll speed things up. Might have to get rid of that. Don't want that blasting us for 5. I mean, it'll nix his team too, but kind of turns off his witch. Which is which? We shall see. There's Grim something or other that has Proliferate too. I used to play in the old Pistis Strike build of this before it was a viable deck. Now it's actually pretty decent. All right, let's do 2, 2, 1, and done. We'll get you some. We'll rock here. Proliferate and draw 3 cards. Boop, 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 boop. Done. Whoosh. Oh yeah. Alrighty. Let's see. We've got options there. Options there. I think I'm just going to bring out the... bring this out. Yeah, we'll bring this out. We'll pay 2 here. Bring out a Chalice. Only kick it once. Got to have a real good reason to do anything else. But another reason I like the Star is I've always got to play in this. And, it's tempting. I could go get a whole lot of life right now. Let's see. He could hit us for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, technically. I think we're all right. You can, the neat thing about these, you got to keep in mind, you don't have to tap these. So this is how much mana I've got. I got 3 mana just up. And so if something goes crazy, I can still weather the storm, try to pull it off. Even against this list, I'm not a fan of creature removal here. Hadar's probably out. I mean, they do have Chittering Rats and company, but they're getting rid of our Skerry here. These are almost like Time Walks. They just don't feel that effective. Now, against other lists, I think... Oh, I was hoping he had Threshold. That would have been funny. A lot of other lists, I've seen them go as low as 16 lands, and this one started with Lotus Petal, but there's a lot more budget-friendly version. I think it's the superior version. I'm running 20. I just was looking at games that were very good early on, and it was because I had a depletion land followed by like a normal land or whatever, and just for that optimal explosive start. All right, so I think we're going to weather here, but not straight away. Let's, I guess we'll do, let me do, drop these, drop these, drop these. And I want to do this first. I'll use our other mana later. Draw 3 more cards. Proliferate here, 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 and here. See, done. Whoosh. Okay. I already played a land. Let us see here. All right, so now I could pay. This is just a generic here. We'll do an inquiry. Zoop. Cool. I guess we'll just weather the storm now. I could just go crazy and pull that off, but I don't want to do that yet. We've already played our land. All right, let's just stay healthy here. We'll do this to here. Bloop. Don't need all that much life against this list, but 9 should be enough. And again, we can do it again if we need to. 3, 4, 5, 6. Only got to do it one more turn. We'll probably win next turn, but for right now, I'm just going to chill. That's the one I used to be forced to use, Grim Affliction, yeah. But boy, once that deck got rolling, especially with like, I think I had at one version, I had 4 serrated arrows. Not this list, but you know, this is like, I'm talking, I tried Creatureless Infect about 7 years ago and have been always revisiting it about once a year. It's always chomping at the bit. So yeah, I've been very thrilled with this set because it definitely scratches an itch I've had for a long time. Man, what a wonderful deck, says Mr. Ultiman. Thank you very much. But yeah, most of the credit goes to Sid Rankin from MTG Grinder fame. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. And if you are ever on our channel and you go over to, I think it just says community or something, or friends or something, we've always had him as one of our, like, go check this guy out. Him and Chid 3. Always a good time. Chid 3 is just in and out, boy. He'll vanish for like 8 months, and then he comes out with some new thing, and it's like, awesome. So I think if we were running, you know, a very low land count, this would be becoming an issue. But right now, it feels like we got this one in the bag. Oh, thank you, Donkey Puncher. I don't think I've ever said your name before. Thank you for joining us, my friend. That's a pretty cool looking list. It's funny, you know, it's one of the things I like to, whenever you see a good card, it doesn't mean there's a good deck for it, but get them, because like these Pentad Prisms or like, you know, these lands, I've had these forever, you know, and they come and go with different Storm builds and stuff, but I've heard they've gotten pretty pricey now. So there's that to look out for. So again, you know, we've got mana. At this stage of the game, I think I'm just going to play a basic. Feels like we're hurting a little bit there. We'll insight here, probably find the win. We only need one more option here. I mean, drawing 3 cards is pretty awesome. Let's see what would have been. 2, 3. Yeah, we got it. Big inside board. Okay, so we don't really need Arms of Hadar. Famous last words. He might have just a whole chittering rat lock thing going on there. I think I'll bring out Anoints. Hadar probably can stay. I don't know. It feels like we're almost pre-boarded, doesn't it, guys? And I'm going to favor Cast Down instead because of a Gary trigger. Well, no. That's usually for their life gain, so I don't really have to even worry about that, do I? I could bring in just the spell bombs for extra draw. And if they're blowing up our lands, it might become necessary. Not quite sure. It just felt like I just never needed this. Yesterday I was playing with a build with 4 counterspells main, and as safe as that feels, there's certain decks that their cadence, their tempo, you don't want to be waiting to do something. You want to be kind of exhausting, and this kind of falls into that category. I may be wrong, but it felt that way to me. We'll keep this. I'll lead off with a Bog to Chalice here if nothing changes. Once you get that Chalice online early, it's just insane. It starts getting like 4 or 5 counters on it. I mean, I played Tron yesterday, and I think on like turn 3 I had access to like 13 mana if you counted everything up or something. It was obscene, and they had Tron, and it was just like, oh, that's all you got? Wasn't much. So again, with the extra lands here, I'm not too worried about land destruction. Oh, interesting, Pauper Tim. That'd be neat. Very neat. I like this person's choice in swamps, at least this one. Said McKinnon's my MVP of the art world. Alrighty, we're probably going to have some 4 mana bye-bye spell. There it is. We'll follow it up with the same thing. Bog showing up. All right. Would really like to have a Woodlot show up, because early on, you know, with the first salvo of, you know, all the cards showing up, you're probably going to be met with a lot of all their hate, and here it is, you know. And this is so typical of what happens to me when I play land destruction, is my opponent just has a lot of lands, and you just feel like you're exhausting your turn, and they're still right where they were. You come up for air once with this list, and it's usually lights out, unless it's red across from you, you know. It's nice too. That's an option, you know. meaning kind of the balance of the format. There's a card I also consider, but, already hurting against red decks is you don't really want to be giving them life. We're already playing Infectious Inquiry, which is our version of that. Okay, well, we don't get none of that. Well, they're going hard in the paint with this, aren't they? Okay, I guess we'll bring out, I think I'm going to chance it with Skerry. We got 2 basics right behind that, and that feels really safe. I think I play a few more than some. Just, oh boy, man, did they just have a real bad loss to this, like over and over again, and that's all they're playing now, I guess? What do these do? 2 or 3? 2. That's not so bad. All right. Well, let's see. I don't really have a way of getting rid of those. I've got 2 of these. It will be fine here. Let me tap this and this. That's fine. And we'll play this with the kicker. Yeah. Okay. I think I misplayed there. Should have tapped both of those. That way I could have a blue and this out, and we could have a Phyresis there. You never know. They might have a duress, and then we just never find double duress. I'm just thinking worst case scenario here, but that was a little bit of a misplay there. We should be at 16 with them poison right now. Thanks for joining me, everybody. This is Propaganda. As some of you newcomers might be like, who's this bald guy? Specializing in custom built weird decks. Not so much this week and last. They've been pretty... My goodness. I don't know if this person... Maybe they have a 40-card sideboard? Okay. Now what do you blow up, right? If you do have something big. We're going to definitely need our Weather the Storms here. Angler showing up. Okay. Find that cast down. That'll put us on a quick clock. Yep. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me do this first. Wait, that's a swamp, isn't it? Can I undo that? Oh, I can't. Interesting. All right. Well, that kind of blows. Guess I only have 1 blue anyway, so let's play this and do this. Didn't really mean that to go down, but we'll rock here. And the swamps keep coming. I need to draw some cards. I'm going to take a bunch here. Probably the last time I do that. Go down to 10. Only got 2 swings available. I want to find my cast down here. All right. Their plan's working. Going all in here. Maybe we're on to a game 3. Kind of a best case scenario where we have to pay about 6 life to get a turn out, and then Angler's going to mop us up. So we've got a lot of draw, but we really need to find something quick. Weather the Storm. Crypt Rat. I have something to say about that. All right. Okay, that's not going to help us at all right now. I guess we... don't really have any color outs here. I mean, I could pump that up. I guess we'll see what we draw. The Woodlot shows up. Not too necessary. I think we're dead here. Good for them. All right, we'll go to the next game. Talk about all in. Win L. We'll say MBC. Let's go to the sideboard. Wah, wah, wah. All right. Yeah, this seems like a lot heavier list. You know what? They're turning everything into a swamp. Let's just kill whatever they cast. Boop. We'll play into their synergy, right? I wonder if their sideboard is all 15 LD spells. Because we saw them game 1 too, so maybe that's just the plan. All decks need land. Well, except my 0 list, which is by far our top video. Have you guys seen that? I think I've got like 20,000 views on that thing, and we made it like 2 months ago. For me, that's a lot of views. I'm not one of these popular YouTubers. I don't know why. I just, my views are always like tampered a bit. Maybe it's ageism. Yeah, that's it. All right, we've got a star, which is why I like this. We'll keep this. Yeah, this is risky. We'll play out a Woodlot for the same logic as earlier. They're probably going to be able to kill it, so we'll put it out there. Talk about wanting to draw some lands. Dark Ritual. Here we go. There it is. Not your traditional NBC, and that's probably why it's working. Let's chance it. Bring this out. Common play pattern here with that prism is to drop the star, float the 2, use 1 to filter, and then get the prism online. If I can find another one, we'll be out of this little race of don't be a ritual. Night's Whisper, probably. Okay. We'll do this. We'll bring out a star. Pass the turn. Feeling pretty vulnerable here. 20 lands in our list. A lot of ways to avoid using lands, being that we have Prism in the Chalice, but they need to show up. Otherwise, we will be in trouble. Oh, that's the one. Thank you for that, Chimpskey. Now I wish I had Whisper of the Dross. Zap! Of course, we would just proliferate into nothing, right? Okay, that might become necessary. I can get our Prism online, and I'm going to do this just to draw mostly. Okay. Believe it or not, I'd rather just do this right now. Yes, 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 I get it. We lose life. And Prism. This way we're not completely shut out. I can use that. This is getting a little scary, though. Kenny RCG, what deck would you choose if you were to play a league right now? Honestly, probably my Black Burn list. My Black Sack list. I have a lot of success with those. My playstyle is a bit different, though. A lot of times people, I see them playing, especially Black Sack, completely wrong. Okay. This is getting hairy. 1, 2. Then we could go for 3. Let's take the damage. Pay for the Chalice. Yes. Okay. I'm not even going to infect here. I'm just going to do this to this, and we're going to, I want to Augury here, even though we don't have them infected. I want to find a land. Chalice is pretty good too, but I like this basic. Go with the basic, any order. Might as well. Getting good habits here. Done. Whoop. Now we'll go this. And yeah, I can Phyresis now. Just to do it. I'll draw a card. Okay. Gonna need to kill that rat eventually. If I really want to have a second cast down though for the angler we know that's gonna show up. Feeling a lot better now that we got the Prism Chalice out. Kind of avoiding a lot of land destruction. They're playing their own Peat Bog. Look at that. Yeah, I used to love mono black land destruction. It was like 4 or 5 years back, maybe 6. But every single time I would bring it, it would crush people, and then I'd bring it to a league and they would be flooded. And it was like, oh. Oh, cool. Thanks for helping everybody out there, Chimpskey. As I get my lands wrecked. It's a black real estate market here. All my stuff's going down the bogs, I tell you. Okay, 3 mana still available. Peat Bog showing up. Oh, I don't like that. We'll take it regardless. Actually, let me inquiry now. Go to 12. Getting scary. Why, thank you, sir. 2, 4, 6. Hit me for 7. That would suck. Bring this out. I'm going to do it. Probably the last time I tap either of these. Let me double check here. Yeah, Contentious Plan. Effect. Do this, do this, do this. Is he done? Okay. I like that. No. For some reason I thought I had 3 on there. That's a next turn thing. We've really got to lean on that prism. This is going to be a tight one here. If it's got a Dark Ritual, we're dead. Neat matchup. It's nice to run up against somebody that has main deck answers. Of course, we won the first game, but the sideboard might be a bit too much for us. Definitely know they've played against this before, the style. Okay, that I like. Gonna have to really invest in getting rid of that Crypt Rat. Oh no. I thought I came prepared. I did. I remembered. I always get my nose always gets drippy because of the steaming from the coffee. We're at 7, 2, 4, 6. We're at 1 life. We cannot activate our contaminated grounds. Where is our Weather the Storms? That would be nice. Not that I can really activate them right now. They might have a, what do you call, just waiting for us. Okay, these are off limits. Do not want to mess with those. I could do that to that to that. We do here. We'll play this here. Done. I have to get rid of the rat. I hate using mana to do it, but I'm going to do it. Well, here, and say black. Kill this. He's probably just going to zap us. I would. Yep, we're at 1. Maybe they've got a Sign in Blood to finish us off. Didn't expect to lose the first game, but hey, magic happens. Always at 1. I guess we play this. Maybe they're out of spells. Who knows? Be nice to have black that can do something. And we got it. We're kind of naked until we can refresh that via Contentious Plan here. Man, this is right on the edge here. We've only got them at 3, in fact. I'm pretty sure they got us here. Chalice is at 3. That's nice. I mean, a Rancid Earth, if they trip that bog or get something else. Oh, that should do it, right? Oh, no, that's a Snowland. Glad I'm not playing Snow. Oh, yeah, that's the plan, Dreamer Stango, but we got to get there first. Oh, we're dead. Look at that. Nice play. The 1 damage does it. We can look in response. For what, though? You know, this would kill us with the mana activation, as would this. But it's going to be fun to see what we would draw, right? Ha! We lose. Surprised. Okay, I was just hoping it was a Weather the Storm, just for the sake of, like, you know, aha! We only play 4 of them. All right. Very cool. Watch we lose every game today. Don't put it out there. Don't put it out in the universe, I tell you. Yeah. I've got caffeine number 2 here. Take yourself out. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the old death by mana suicide, right? Good times. Yeah, where were these guys? Maybe we should go like this. That'll make a difference. I will draw it every time. Oh, I'm with you there, VOTV. I do that pretty often myself, especially like when you're just in that rage of like, gosh darn it. That's interesting to run up against that. It means a lot of people. I haven't run into any mirror matchups, but I've had quite a few people quit, so All right. Let's see what we're doing here. Yeah, I want to play first. 1 and none. Yeah, I can't keep this. This is really attractive, but we'll mulligan. I have 20 lands for a reason, so we don't keep hands like that. Woodlot. I guess we'll keep. This feels really clunky. Put that back. I'll lead off with the Skerry here and hope for the best. Rakdos Madness, yeah. Unfortunately, we lost the first game. That was a big surprise to me. We never found Weather the Storm, and opponent just had a really good plan and went all in, so props to him. All right, be white, or, oh, it's green. Interesting. Yeah, it's another deck that I've been getting this one's number a little bit. I think I just want to, I'll bring this out. I'm just going to infect it straight out of the gates. Get this online. Here we go. How's it doing, VOTV? On Arena Standard. Interesting. All right, we're up against another land destruction. Maybe I chose the wrong deck this week, if that's the case. It does look like some sort of ramp. Not sure if this is some strange teachings hybrid, or Tortured Existence hybrid, or it's probably Moldovi Acid Moss incoming next turn. Let's anticipate that. Alrighty. Really would like to find Proliferate spell, so let's draw 2 cards and give him some goods. We got the Bogs next turn. We'll cut the basic behind it. Seem better, that's for sure. This is a scenario 2 when I did play Counterspell main. A lot of times I had to, completely obliterate my land. My logic then was that I usually had a Prism and Chalice behind it, and so I didn't really care for the lands, and it was neat to be able to trip them. Or be tapped out and your Prisms are there, which gives that illusion of like, oh, he's tapped out. Not when there's 5 counters on there. Yeah, that's how I found it, VOTV. If I go up against a really good or a very experienced Golgotha Red player, it's a tough matchup. I never win the first game, but I can win the next 2. But there's a lot of draw on this list. As we're looking, I draw a card, draw 2 cards, draw 3 cards. So a lot of organic draw, meaning it's with the theme. Here comes a Thermal Karst. Nope, still not. Really diversifying their lands here. What is happening? Yep. Okay, take that Woodlot. Down at Stortex, yeah. It's a strange seeing a swamp hybrid there. I guess they just wanted the removal, huh? Okay, that's pretty cool. Drop the Chalice. Do that. Don't really have too much Proliferate yet. Do I just wait here? Just going to drop the Bog. I really want to get that Chalice out, but if they blow up our Skerry, we'll just trip it to Phyresis. Trying to say it correctly, make up for last week. Oh, I had Donkey Puncher, I had Raven's Crime, and even Ona's Grace in certain builds of this. Of course, now that everybody's coming after my lands, it looks like 2 games in a row. Maybe that's not... I'm glad I don't have them, is what I should be saying. See what you will about land destruction. It does keep certain things in check, though. I'm very glad I'm running 20 and not 17, or sometimes I've seen it go as low as 16 with Lotus Petals. I just didn't think Lotus Petal belonged at all. Here's a place where I would really like to have my counterspell, though. All right, which one's he coming after? Probably the Bog. Okay, that's fine. I will trip this in response, and we will Phyresis, draw a card. We got 2 turns, and we haven't found Weather the Storm. I'm under no delusions that this is going to be rough. All right. So the play here is pretty obvious. We play this with multi-kicker 1, get it out there. Remember, that gives you immediate mana. Not that we need it, because we're going to play this. And then we'll play Contentious Plan straight behind it as we infect here, put this here, and move this up to 2 mana. Say done. Which is cool. So now we can play this into a star. Could wait for Weather the Storm to show up. I don't know where the hell it is. Seems like it's hiding from us. Okay, we'll just do that. Ooh, come on, Chalice. Let's go. And I've had these suspicions. Let me ask you guys. If you had to cut either Chalice or the Prism, which would you choose? I've started leaning more on the Prisms lately. Chalice is great when you have the Vivisurgeon's Insight in your hand. You only have to pay 2 blue, but boy, those Prisms, when you have them in multiples, they really help out. Beefcake, you knew all along. I know, I made that commercial like 4 or 5 years ago and feel horrible that it's been being said incorrectly the whole time, but that's how I roll. I really wouldn't want to change that about myself, because who knows what that would change. Maybe I wouldn't be as creative or something. I don't know. I know that seems to be a common dyslexia theme, as a lot of creative people have that. Thank God I don't have it bad. I know some people straight up can't read. Okay, well, we can do some stuff here, but I think it's just going to be too late, ladies and gentlemen. That's 8 regardless. So our only out here is if we found... Beefcake, thanks for that. Let me see. I guess we could... We're not dead yet. We're not dead yet. We don't have any blue, really. I can't trip that, because if we do find you-know-what... What's the play here? I guess we... Inquiry. Yeah, it's not going to do it. All right, we lost the first game. Let's see. That one's a little more expected. I mean, they've got big threats right behind it. Let's see what we can do here. Again, Anoint. I know everybody had a high on that last week. I still prefer Cast Down. I like them both, but gotta bring these in. Nice that they're not on red, though. That saves things a little bit. They're picking on our lands. Usually I like to lose a Chalice or 2, but this new game plan of them picking on our lands is getting a little frustrating. We'll lose the Arms. Yeah, I often do that Donkey Puncher in games 2 and 3, but these 2 out of 2 games now, they've been picking on our lands. So we'll just go with the straight up Cast Down package. Maybe, nah. It's just too situational. Same reason I didn't play Bring the Ending in this list compared to Counterspell. This many islands, I was just like, you know what? When I need a Counterspell, I need it. I don't want there to be, because there's plenty of times when you fight to infect somebody. If you played this at all, you know it doesn't always get there. It's not some amazing tier 1 list, but it's definitely in the 2s, and it could maybe be one if I spend enough time on it. Yeah, I want to play first. Alrighty. Think. We've got this. We're fighting for blue. We do have Weather the Storm. Oh, this is tough. Let's chance it. I'm going to keep it. Play a Woodlot into Chalice. If they want to blow the Woodlot up, go for it. Did you know cows sing when they're Pauper Tim? I forgot who it was from, and then I heard the wind up. Here we go. The dad joke hour has officially started with your host, Pauper Tim. Love it. Woodlot. If we lose this game, I'll have to take a commercial break, go gather myself, get some coffee, do some push-ups, come back. It's not the deck's fault. It's not really mine. I've had one mini punt where I ordered something different. That is not what you want to see. This is another reason I very much considered the Dross or what's the one that just gives that poison counter if something dies. It's like a -1/1. Okay, that's not too bad. This is actually pretty awesome draw here. We'll do this with multi-kicker. Okay. Now they're kind of like, well, what do you do here, right? I'll bring this out. And I'm going to Augury just because I want to go find a land or poison. Virulent one, that's the one. Now, am I saying that right? Is it virulent or virulent? I'm not... Virulent. Oh, where's Little Fight? Let's see. We don't have any black. We're going to get it next turn, but Prologue gets us there. We'll do that. Any order. Bring this and this. Now we got 2 mana. Done. So if they don't mess with anything, I mean, we got 2, 4, 5 mana next turn. See what I mean? It adds up quick. I can weather the storm. That's right. That's the spirit. I should have had that commercial today. What was I thinking? I think we played it too recently. And somebody emailed me. They're like, I've been watching for like 4 months. I haven't seen anything repeat. How do you do that? I'm like, well, I've been at it for a few years. But there's a neat system I found where I make these little folders called recently used. And so after every show, I throw them in there so I don't accidentally bore you guys with like the same 4 or 5 commercials, because I have my favorites, and that's what would happen if I wasn't doing that. So if you ever see one like, why is he playing that commercial over this one? It's like, well, I'm just trying to be steady. Oh, I love seeing that wolf. I've even done a commercial about that. Saraloof's Getaway, Family Vacation Center, deep in the heart of the Celestia Sanctuary, I think. I'm so worried about all these magic terms now. I'm like, am I saying that right? Guys got me on pins and needles here. Okay, we'll play the Bog. We can probably do that next turn. I want to get them poisoned here. Poison, baby. Woo! We'll keep up Weather the Storm. They go crazy on something, right? Only got 1 there. All right. They are infected, so now we can start using our plans for something a little more nefarious. Experimental Augury is definitely the MVP of this list. If you have a choice, just let you go, like in this case, we're picking on our lands. Let's go find them. So our opponent's got 5, 6. We've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Soon to be 8, 9, 10. Glad we got maths loaded up. It's like putting a puzzle together when you play this list. It's a lot of fun. So far, I'm not missing Moment's Peace. I definitely see the logic behind it. I'd just much rather... Arms of Hadar, the reason I have 2 of them main is because I can play it on turn 3. These woodlots show up, and it's good times. Okay, there's 1. Is there another land behind this? Another play, I should say. Not too worried at this life count. I'll keep that storm for something else. Alrighty. Got what we need. Let's go find a land here. Should I do that? Probably not. Let me do this to this. Augury here. Get the extra land next turn. So again, see this floating? That's another reason I really like the star here. Play the Skerry. Oh, the prism, the prism, the prism. I'm going to go with the prism. Yeah, I'm going to go with the prism. Any order. I'll tell you why in a minute. I'll do this. See, done. Now I'll play this. Because I played this, I'll float 2, and I'll turn 1 of them. Let's make it white. Why not? Bloop. Turn on this prism, because our lands are getting picked on, so I want a color source that won't go away. Play the prism for this cost here. And say done. Now we're cooking with gas. Can still weather the storm, although it would just eviscerate our tempo there. But Madison won. Captain Vlad Tepes, thank you for that. Holy crap. Tier 1, 24 months. Whoa. Dance the magic dance. Okay. I'm happy to see these creatures. I'm just like, please, no acid mosses. Tough decision what to take out. I guess it's the island. That's what I would poke. Now where's Arms of Hadar, right? Get a 3-for-1. And they're only at 2. If we weren't getting constantly disturbed, we'd just be train flowing, just going through, or just having to play really defensively, and it's really hurting our plan. Okay, Chalice again. Here we go. Yes. Cast with multi-kicker. Okay, let's go. Now then, let's do, we'll do this to Contentious Plan. Put this here, this here, this here, this here. So done. I'll play this out. We'll tap this, make this a blue. Play Contentious Plan. Here comes the chain. Chain gang. Boom. 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 Done. That's pretty cool. We could plan again, which we will. Bloop. 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 Sound effects included. Done. And weather the storm. Green. Bonk. Should I double weather? All right. That would have got us probably into the 40s with the W. At least they're close games. Win, lose, or draw. We'll see how things turn out. Cast down. Second I take that out, I'm going to regret it. I'm going to keep that in. Hope you guys are understanding the importance if these are new cards to you. I wanted to get the archaic looking one of this that, you know, has the old frame. Oh my God, it was like $7. I was like, okay, I don't mind this art, but you know, it's the frame. I like these old school frames, but I am a pauper at heart. So even though I have a lot of money and tickets, it doesn't mean I like to spend it. Okay, what is our Contentious Plan? I might cast down. A little sleeper MVP of the list, boy, that just sneaks through, fixes your mana, draws cards. Against red decks, oftentimes too, if we see it today, I will lose the Chalice completely because of or access to Gorilla Shaman. Otherwise, everything, you know, they pay a bunch of 3 mana to make me draw a card, and then they have to pay like 5 mana to kill this. Not very likely. So it's kind of a dead card, and then I just put Hydroblast in their place. I think I want to play 1 Hadar. I'm going to take out 1 star for a Hadar there. Let's do that. Dreamer Stengo. Yeah, I think there is one. It's called Penny Dreadful, I think. Am I mistaken? It's so confusing, though. They have like this season of when the things cost things, and you blink, and all of a sudden your whole deck's illegal 1 week later. All right, I don't know why I'm looking at this. Will Mulligan. Keep this for sure. Woo, what a hand. Keep. Oh, what to lose, what to lose. We got to poison them. Got to look. Got to get rid of the plant. Bye-bye, plan. We'll see you next time. Planaganda. Yeah, if they would simplify Penny Dreadful, that would be awesome. Maybe like twice a year it's updated or something. I don't know. Of course, then you get some MVP deck and it starts making money, and then all of a sudden it's Dollar Dreadful, right? I love constraints. Constraints breed creativity. All right, we got double bog, so I'll lead with 1. Yeah. Just double checking things here. White border only. Damn you, Pauper Tim. How many of those do I got to burn before I make my point? Watched Spirited Away the other day. One of my favorite movies. My youngest had never seen it. I thought he had, and so I was like, okay, we'll buy that. I don't mind buying those movies straight out. All right, we'll play their bit on that. Acid Moss might come down. I'd rather lose a Woodlot. White bordered, only cube. Oh, I hope they are the furthest geographically from me as possible. I literally cringe when I see white bordered cards. Ugh. And they have the new wild growth. You can get black bordered now without being foiled, so Our opponent should do that too, because that just looks tawdry. Boop, boop, boom. Alrighty. Don't think I want to do that. Let's bring out the prism. It's clunky, but it'll work. Done. I said done. Now then, I think I'm going to wait. Well, yeah, I could do that either way. So we'll Phyresis right now. Draw a card. So I could do double basic next turn and still keep that alive. All right, maybe change the plans. Did I play land this turn? Just make sure. Get in there. Sit and duck. Here comes another acid moss. Yeah, I don't. Oh, that hurts. I don't mind playing white border if I'm playing on concrete and I don't want the cards afterwards. Just grinding them, you know. All right, we lose it. Nice call. Declaimer. Arms of Hadar. A little far away from that mana, aren't we? They are poison. That's the good news. 2, 4, 5. Probably got some big fatty coming up next, right? Alrighty. Insights online. Could do that for that. Play the bog here. Yeah. So check this out. We'll trip this. Losing the Woodlot. Would I burn it? No, I'd probably give it to my son and tell him never let me see it in the house. All right. I'll do this. Now I'll do this to this. Start getting our stuff online here. Okay. Cast down's pretty good here. But man, we got to get that prism online. I got to go with the prism here. Our lands are just getting picked on a little too much. This deck can do a lot, but when you pick on my lands and I'm still trying to kind of combo off and then find my colors, that's what we've been running into both rounds. So, if you're wondering, it usually does play a lot smoother if I catch somebody off guard or, so to speak, with their pants down. Just a white weenie list or something, you're just like, crunch. What I hate is when I auto-load a list and it'll throw in a white bordered card. Like it just knows I hate that. I'm just like, God. So I made used one of my son's accounts and just dumped all the white bordered stuff in there. It just has a ton of 7th edition everything. That's really strange. I don't know why you'd bring that in against me. I'm glad they did. That's one less card I've got to worry about. We have 0 graveyard. Okay. We're up against it here, folks. We will, unfortunately, do this and this, playing this, this, and this with our little Demir Prism. Done. Okay. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we could technically do that. Not that I want to, though. Well, I guess we might as well kill something instead of just keep taking damage. Watch. Big old dragon's going to come out next, and I'm going to be like, where did that go? I want it back. It's 4 a turn, so I'll let that go. I really want to get that Vivisurgeon's Insight online. Just give me a basic. I know, Dreamer Stinger, but I'm glad that they did that, because I just feel like I need to keep coming up for air to just get our mana right. And it's the whole reason why I shouldn't have played Cast Down, but at least we will be at 12 instead of 10. Yeah, I've thought of having a switcheroo sideboard. If red wasn't a thing, I would probably have a Blackcleave Goblin in my sideboard for just the surprise potential. And away goes our graveyard. This will be interesting. We start off 0-2. I would have really thought today's list was like a 3-2 or 4-1. You know, I think a list like this probably fares worse in tournament practice because people aren't you know, they can get kind of like, oh, I'm just going to play a lot of land destruction because I'm tired of this deck right now. And it's like, whereas if you went into a league, you'd be like, I really need these spots for something, you know. We are at 12, soon to be at dead. Let's see what we can see. Give me a basic. I prefer the one swamp that I have. Okay, it'd be nice if it was the other one. Well, let's do our best version of drawing cards here. We'll do this, this, and this to this, and we'll play the insight. Thank you, Chalice. Thank you greatly. Proliferate. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Done. Weather the storm, anyone? Well, let's do this. This to augury. Yeah. Hickory Woodlot. I already played the one. Cast down might be better here. I think I'll get cast down. Any order. Click and slow. Going here, 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 and here. Now I feel like a nice cold beer. I could kill it now. I could weather the storm. I think killing it might be better. Let's just kill it. I don't want to be taking 7. I know this is going to start eating tempo alive here, but all right, let's do that. Did I really, Captain? I thought I clicked it each time. Sometimes that gets so overwhelming, multiple chalices out, that I'm like, am I playing the right deck? Shouldn't I just be playing a fireball here? Because, man, especially yesterday, I had like 4 games in a row where, God, I think my chalices were like at 6 or higher, and I had 3 of them. I was just like, my goodness, I got like 18 land here just whenever I want it, but couldn't quite filter it. Now, so did rank in the YouTube channeler that I got the initial idea off of. His last one had energy fluctuator or whatever the new filter land is. Wasn't a fan of that. Even when I watched him play it, it just seemed very underwhelming. That's why we were running the Star a little bit cheaper. Proliferate Fireball. Yeah. Watch me. Hey, coming too from the guy that made White Infect, right? Don't tempt me. Actually, I think the most ridiculous claim to fame is exactly this before these cards came out. Creatureless Infect back with Pistis Strike and Grim Affliction and Virulent Wound. My goodness. Show me something that's not supposed to happen, and I will do it. Volt Charge, yeah. Came and went with that one. That was always for creature removal. Talk about inefficiency, right? Well, we got a few turns here. This is so... It's like we're trying to juggle, and we keep getting like Novocaine shots in the arm. It's like, oh, I'm just stuck with one hand trying to juggle. Big fat fatty. Don't care about the life. Really don't like that though. We definitely have to weather the storm here. Figuratively as well. Okay, I like that. Gosh, do we even need it here? We almost have to do the other thing, don't we? I'm going to wait to see here. We're going to inquiry because, I mean, we're dead regardless. Let's go down here. Bring this here. Okay. Boy, this blows. I guess we could do a Phyresis here. Phyresis. Sorry, I'm saying it wrong again. I have to kill our prism here if we don't find something good. We did not find something good, but this is a play I like. I'm going to cast this with multi-kicker, set it 0 because we need life. I mean, we've lost. This is just the end stages. Actually, I could have paid for that. I I was sitting there going, watch, I'll show him this new tech. And it's like, nope. I could have at least had the one there. Boink, boink. Staying alive, staying alive. Dead Prism, Dead Chalice. At least could have had one on there. So a little second screw up of the day. A lot of things to click on and consider when you're playing this list. Yeah, Dead in the Water. Style points, says Madison 1. That's what I was going for. We're going to take that 5, aren't we? It's a trap. They should have a different art layout for the trap and just show Admiral Akbar from Star Wars. It's a trap. Man, my hands are getting cold. It's been unusually chilly the last 24 hours. All right. Nothing with haste. We can still win this. We string together just some craziness. Zeros Packmate. All right. I think we're going to start 0-2. I've been having a lot of fun, though, but our opponents just have very good answers in the form of land destruction and steady pressure. A magic combo since the beginning of time. Here comes the big boy. Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard weather here. We just need Augury Central here. That's interesting. It's like, how low can you go? Okay, we're at 1. We can do nothing else. Phyresis. 8. Whoa. We could get him to 9. Way lows. All right, guys. I'm going to show you some WikiBear, and I'll be right back right after these messages.
I can answer any question you have. I'm WikiBear.
That's great. Okay, here's a question. WikiBear, what's the longest street in America?
Checking now. Got it. That title belongs to Colfax Avenue in Colorado, over 26 miles long. Yay!
No, that's great. That was really cool that he came up with that.
Yeah. And speaking of long streets, Civil War General James Longstreet was partially responsible for over 10,000 Confederate casualties during the Battle of Antietam, the bloodiest single-day battle in American history. What a bloodbath! I'm WikiBear.
Yeah, there were a lot of terrible fatalities in the Civil War.
Imagine ditches filled with dead horses.
Okay. Let's try another question. What's the fastest animal on land?
The fastest land animal is the cheetah. It can reach speeds up to 75 miles per hour.
See? That was great information really fast.
But it's still not fast enough to outrun Jack the Ripper. The notorious 19th century British serial killer who murdered at least 5 prostitutes. Lickety-split.
He was a terrible killer, Jack the Ripper, yeah.
And he was never caught or punished. What a clever fellow, yay!
From the volcano of Balaku to the leech-ridden swamps of Agadim, cast off all your inhibition at the only casino in all Dominaria. Experience the pinnacle of personal pleasures. Venture boldly at Rakdos Casino, and may all your underworld dreams come true. Rakdos Casino, the place for premium pleasures.
And we're back up against our friend, Guy Who Walks Alone. I'm mulligan the first hand. Let's get rid of the insight here. It's quite a ways away. Say done. And go from here. Yep, we're on Infect again. No creatures again, but a little slightly different plan. Be nice to not have our lands picked on for once. Ah! All right, we'll lean on the Skerry since we've got extra blue. Pop, pop, pop. Ooh, nice basic. Mirage had a definite style, didn't it? All right, when you feel like you're walking into a counter, it's fun to just play a bog and pass. We can Phyresis, EOT, we got plan right behind it. I'll probably try that since we have 2. Cool, cool. Hey, they're trying to do something similar, aren't they? Because I have this and this, I'm going to do this now. Cool. They are infected. I'm glad they're playing this. This is that list everybody was talking about when I think they first played it. I was like, whoa, what is that? Okay, let's do this to plan. We'll proliferate here, here, and here. Is it done? Chalice. Very nice. Play this. Play Chalice. I'll go, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. Yes, it does. Multi-kicker 1, yes. Okay, we'll play this and this. Cool. We'll tap the Chalice. We'll plan. Now we're cooking with gas, everybody. This is usually how this deck feels when our lands aren't getting destroyed on turn 1 or 2. Done. Draw another basic. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7 land. Going to have 8, access to 8 in any color. And what is this? Turn 4. It's pretty nice. Mtmentat. Oh, heck yeah. Just land arts alone. But altogether, it is amazingly done. Yeah, it is kind of the composition, isn't it? There's another petitioner. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Worth bringing in creature destruction? I'm not sure. Guy who walks alone usually makes a pretty mean list, though, so we might find it necessary. We shall mill. Hey, cool. Vivisurgeon's Insight. They're milling us, so that might not be the best play. Let me think about this. I do like me some proliferate at this stage, though. God, we can just draw a ton of cards here. I think I'm going to wait on that. Let me do this. Cool. Prism online. Let's go. Whoosh. Done. Well, now we can cook with some goods. 2, 4, 5. Guess I'll bring our star online. I'm just going to hold there. Almost to the infect count. Do they have another? They do. Gotta wait to see the shapeshifter show up, right? Oh, may not need it. Damn. Tap 4 on tap advisors. Target player mills 12. Whoa. It's gonna be a close one. Yeah, when you see a block like Mirage there, Captain Vlad Tepes, that has the kind of a theme that's, I don't know if you know, a lot of people outside of my biz, that's what the creative director is for, kind of overseeing like kind of the stylized rules sort of thing. Anybody ever wonder what that means? That's what it means. Be all lands. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. I think we're going to have to see some changelings here pretty quick. Okay. Yeah, it's tempting, isn't it? I'll play this out. Okay. I'm going to do 2, 3 for certain. Proliferate here, 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 and here. Waiting for the nice little green thing. Playing this. 5. Well then. Let's play this again. Okay. Playing it here. Problem is we're drawing lots of cards, which is playing right into our opponent's hands again. No! We'll do this and this, and we'll just Phyresis here. Okay. 6. I think we can survive. You read that the creative director pretty much did only... That's interesting. Alright, they got counter magic too. Is that what we're up against? Or a way to untap all their stuff, maybe. That'd be pretty cool. Crunch. Oh no! Beautiful! Guy who walks alone. Bringing it. We got 3 cards. We have it. We can kill ourselves right here. I'm glad I didn't trip that star. Oh boy. Good grief. We have 2 cards left. We might as well draw them, right? See if we can win the game. Lordy. I mean, I guess I could go count everything, but I'd rather just do this. Let's I mean, we're dead next turn anyway. We might as well draw the cards. Go to 0. Cannot do that. Cannot do that. I wish it said proliferate, draw 3. Boy, we lost. Well done. Okay. Not a deck I expected to see. See, you bored for the metagame? We got all these anti-red stuff ready for Tron and such, and we don't see any of it. But we do have some answers here. This will be able to take out most of those. And they're probably, you know, Anoint might be a little bit better here because of the access to green. Maybe they're running Pulse of Marasa, something like that. Don't really have to worry about our lands there. We saw that they can get there. This is going to be useless. Let's get rid of the Weather the Storms completely. Bring in all of our creature hate. Good. Now we can bring back the Chalice. Got room for one more thing. I guess we'll just play this because we can trip it and draw a card. Not that we really want to be drawing too many cards here, but whew. I think it was 3 weeks ago or a month ago. A Guy Who Walks Alone had it, and those little changelings came out too. So maybe I should have kept in Arms of Hadar. If I get to game 3, I'll take out the Spellbomb and bring that back in. Yeah, I want to play first. It's a really good hand. We'll keep it. A few too many stars, but hey, I do live near Hollywood. Ba, ba, ba. I mean, he just got there naturally. I mean, I think if they had the little Moth Dust Changeling, right? I'd be like, whoa, watch, he's got Boomerang for the Woodlot. Be like, come on, people, let me play my lands. One of those days where I'm having a lot of fun losing. I stand by the list. I think it's a really strong design, but we're just running into land destruction, super rogue. But that's what we love about the format, I tell ya. Alrighty, let's bring out the Prism. With that floating mana, either with a Chalice or this, we can always do stuff. Whereas 1, 2, let's do that, done. Crunch, play this. And we'll poison him next turn. Oh, Echoing Truth, yeah. Oh, I thought you meant as a defensive play, yeah. But that would work. That would definitely work. Okay, can we... Either one does it. Let's go find some more answers. Or should we? Play the Woodlot. I'm just going to trip it. We'll trip this for black. And we'll do this thing here. Inquiry. Alrighty. It's frustrating. Really like to be able to play that Chalice this turn, but we'll use the Woodlot for it next turn. Get things online. This feels pretty good right here. Just don't know if we're going to be able to... Depends on what's in their hand, right? Oh, those only cost 2? I thought they cost 3. My goodness. Here comes the forest. We got some more artwork from Mirage. You know, that's a foil I don't mind. Just from the way the sun's hitting there, it actually looks more realistic as a foil. It's interesting. One of the few foils I like. Attacking. Decide what your deck wants to do. Let's go. Watch, it goes aggro now. It's like a groundswell. Be like, whoa. Where'd our goods go? Okay, we bring out the Chalice immediately. Yes, cast with multi-kicker. I hate when it keeps asking that. Okay. We'll do this and this. I guess we'll go Augury because I want to find a land here. We found a land. I think we're okay here. Oh boy, another Augury is so nice though. We got to get our lands right. Any order. Effect. Height. 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 There we go. Done. Play this out. I guess I could go 2, huh? Sure. We'll get this down here. Contentious Plan. Proliferate again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Peat Bog showing up. All right, we'll stop the bleeding there. Hi-yo, Melisniks. We've got a deck list right there thanks to Shiraz. You can click on it, download it, print it up, use colored crayons on it, whatever you want to do. Oh, there's the changeling. Where's our 7 removal spells? Come on. The Insight will have something to say about that, hopefully. Watch, he just mixes them all, right? All right, we lost 2 of them. We still have 5. We will upkeep. Contentious Plan showing up. Getting nervous. 3 in this. We will Vivisurgeon's Insight. Proliferate. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Where is our removal? I don't think that's really even worth a pull at this stage. Let me bring out both stars just so we'll have access to black. Contentious Plan. Proliferate here, 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 here. Done. Everything green? Yep. Okay. Island showing up. All right. You guys saw how much removal I put in here. I know we just milled 2 of them, but there's 5 in the next 28 cards. I'm kind of pulling for Guy Who Walks Alone. If we're going to lose, I'd like it to be against this list. Two land destruction decks and now Mega Rogue. But it is nice to see. I remember when Petitioners first came out, that was quite the build around. I know the Professor and a few others tried to make something like that happen, but always at the upkeep with this guy. What's going on? He's got Revitalize again, almost for the win here. A little bit of counter magic might be good. I know I had it in my previous build. Let's open up the yards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 3 removal spells left and 16 cards. About 1 in 3. Uh-oh. Yikes. It's so organic to what we're trying to do because all we do is draw cards and proliferate. Now it's like we can't even use our plan here. 4 cards. Shoot. At least they got rid of insights. Oh my gosh. Goes the rest of our removal. I think Guy Who Walks Alone is going to get there. This is awesome. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Dramatic Reversal. What a perfect name for a card. Untap all non-permanents you control. Talk about nice redundancy. Okay, I think we see our deck we're playing next week, Guy Who Walks Alone. When you rewatch this, man, send me your list, propaganda@gmail.com. I think everybody's going to want to see this because this seems to be getting there pretty regularly. Very nice, Guy Who Walks Alone. Round of applause. Wow, that was cool. If you're going to lose, let's lose like that. Boop, boop. Off we go. Create. Yeah. Let's see where we can go. So we go back to the list. I was very expecting. It's always the way it is, though. You bring something you think's really mean and nasty, and you run up against buzzsaws. Whew. That was a trip. Anyway, why is this? Oh, yeah, we had a little superstitious shuffle there going on, didn't we? All right, let's bring this over here. Make sure our graveyard just says deluxe. Pentad Prism and nothing else. We've got kind of a floater there. Yeah, we got to mulligan this. Bloop. Not the greatest, but we'll keep it. This is pretty far away. Actually, it isn't because of the chalice. I guess we'll get rid of Hadar. Let's get rid of Weather Storm. Watch. Mountain. And we'll be like, where's our... Okay, good. Really thought that was going to be a mountain the way I was front-loading it, right? Everybody give the chat a nice round of applause for Saprazzan and Chimpskey, always helping me out. Really appreciate you guys. Week in, week out. It's very nice to just be able to focus on the game and you answer questions and provide links and such. I really appreciate you guys. Woo! It's addicting. Can you see RCG? I'm spreading OCD mannerisms throughout the land. Is that what you're trying to say? Good times. Hey, man, you know, there's it's that placebo effect. And if it works once and you feel, you know, look at baseball out here in America, right? I mean, thankfully, I've heard, I'm not a big baseball fan because it's just such a monotonously slow game, but they've gotten so much critique and they're losing so many viewers that I heard there's a bunch of new rules and they're actually going to stop a lot of that. You know, sometimes you'll see them and they take off their hat and they readjust their glove and they itch 3 times and they, you know, it's just this whole like, no, it's just crazy. So they're doing away with that. So that's pretty cool. We're on a 4-turn clock. What's going on here? We're going to want a Peat Bog. I think I'm going to wait on the other plan. I was going to chalice that turn, but we'll do this instead. In case another critter shows up, I can at least Arms of Hadar and survive. Oh, thank you for that. All right, 6. Gosh, we're going to have to Hadar a plant token. Boy, this day gets weirder and weirder, doesn't it? I can't just keep taking 6. All right. Well, kind of messy, but we'll do it. It'll buy us a turn here. Oh, there. Better not click on myself as I click on the mana. Slip. Oh, no problem, Guy Who Walks Alone. Everybody wants to see it, so sleeve it up digitally and send it to me as you know the link, my friend. I think you got the record for decks in a year that we're going to showcase. But yeah, that one I can already tell. Remember, it was like 3 weeks ago. Everybody wanted in the comments of whatever video it was that I got you with it. They were like, whoa, I want to see that list. Did you just find that new blue card? Because it's rare that there's a card I don't know. And that one I don't think I've seen. I knew about Revitalize, but the other one I was like, whoa, what is going on today? We just can't buy a win. Good grief. We haven't even poisoned them yet. That's step 1. Step 1 should be living. Hey. Guess we bring this out. Bring up the bog. Chalice here. Kicker. Okay, there. Do that. Now I can just not enough time here. All right, they're infected, but we're almost dead to tokens. Multi-kicker in the crotch crack. We're dead. This is so having a good time though. My goodness. Now we're really dead. Good. All right. I don't even know what to call this. I just tokens, I guess. Green tokens. Gruul Rancor tokens. It got there. Lordy. Gringo P wins. Well, we kind of had the answer there, but not enough, is it? I think we're kind of pre-boarded here. I guess we'll bring in maybe we'll bring in 2 more bits of removal. 6 total. Yeah, well said. Seed HNA said, nah, I'm not quite sure how you want to have that said. Let's go. Yeah, that's hopefully what I can do there. Watch, they bring in acid mosses and thermokarsts, and it'll be the 3rd game this outing. I would have bet quite a bit of money I would have at least got outed today with a 3-2. It is impossible now. I've had a lot of close losses. Except the last game. That was brutal. Guy Who Walks Alone squished us pretty good there. Right when I felt like I was coming up for air. The problem, since you didn't see our side of the board, Guy Who Walks Alone, we were like, all of our, draw a card, draw a card, draw a card, draw a card. And then you're sitting there leaving us with like 4 cards left, and it's like, oh no. Would be fun to play with Black Cleave Goblin in the sideboard, though. Just be like, wham! Surprise! I promise no infect next week. That's a promise I'll make. All right, let's play first. Yeah, it's just like we are with life gain, right? We're like, go ahead and gain all the life you want. You're like, go ahead and draw your card, you fool. Okay, we like this. We'll keep this. I'm going to lean on a Woodlot here. Just because I'll probably deplete it via Prism and other technologies. Got Hadar. Feeling that. That's feeling good. Auto keep. Seeing that, right? We don't care if they gain life. Come on, list. Let's get going here. Okay. Yeah, we'll play that. Hold on a minute. Nope. I want to do this instead. Maximize the Prism. See how many times this happens with this little extra mana hangover. Do that. Bloop. And this. Oh, got a strange injury I want to tell you guys about. You're probably like, why are you doing that? Because there's so many of you that are in the medical field, and I'm always like learning stuff from you guys. So, I had my calf cramping up a few months or weeks back, whatever. And at work, there was this apparatus, this steel ball that's in the freezer, and it's on a plastic thing, and it's just, for like icing things, and you kind of roll things on. And I set my calf on it for, I guess, a little too long. And I didn't really feel too much cold, but man, I feel fine. The calf's fine, but there's like it definitely like gave me like a bruise, and it's been there for like 2-3 weeks. Just looks like I got hit really hard with a tennis ball. Nothing, no pain, no nothing. Feels fine when I touch it and stuff, but I think it's almost like it burned my skin or something. Hopefully it goes away. Not that I'm a leg model or anything, but who wants that? Okay. Should we invest heavily or wait? I think we should wait. Yeah, we'll play the Bog. I could nix that. Get him infected. Yeah, I think that's the problem. I had it on the outside, and it didn't feel like it was getting cold enough, and then I put it directly on, and Yeah, definitely some sort of a burn. Hopefully it goes away. The texture feels fine, but expect a Simic infection in the show. Soon. Yeah, I was thinking of going with the green proliferate up until just this morning. I had like 4 versions of this built, but all right, what am I doing here, guys? I think I'm gonna just maximize this turn. I want to draw some options. I don't mind killing my Woodlot here. Let's go. Okay. That'll help in the future. Probably have to just, until I can get that Prism online, drop Island and Hadar. No, Dreamer's Tango, it naturally feels very good as a pure creatureless list. But I have always been a fan of those switcheroo sideboards. Somebody knows I'm on it, and then bring in Blackcleave Goblin and just whack! Start going crazy. Okay, I think we Hadar here. Just kind of reset the board. Just do it now. Plop. No dice. And we end up still taking 2. Yeah. What's everyone's least favorite body part? I'd say fingernails. I cut mine back so much because I just don't like to have to clean them. And when I play guitar, I don't like to, they get in the way a lot. That's my answer. Oh, yeah, interesting. They've doubled. It'll be interesting this weekend because there's been enough time now. I think Sid Rankin's going to probably bring it to Sunday and see what he can do there. His first outing with it, I think he went 3-2 in the league, and then he made quite a few changes and interesting stuff. I think we just wait a turn here, guys. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me play that. I'll just pass here. Got them infected. That feels good. Only taking 2 a turn. What, they have like 3 Rancors in that one game? That'll make a difference. I better read what the cards do. Remove 3, sacrifice 1 till the end of turn, or you create 1. Okay. Hey, proliferate. Don't click on those. Yeah, I really don't like the Electromancer plan. I remember that was in the first build of Sid Rankin's list, and it's whenever you lean on a creature, it's just bad magic in my opinion. As a complementary piece, fine, but as a brick and mortar, like the deck needs this to work, it was like, eeh. Or it just gets in that selfish greed category where it's like, you just don't need that. Okay, I think we're going to be able to pull out of this just because of what we just drew. All right, let's do this. I'll just use our basics here. I'll insight another turn. For right now, I'm just going to get everything right. Blast this. Weather the Storm's nice. Island's nice. Do I just take Island here? Yeah. We'll probably draw the other weathers. Any order. Let's click here, here, and here, and here. Oh, don't forget to tap one. Okay, see, done. Alrighty, I've got some goods here. Don't want to do that. Yeah, our life's getting a little low. Let me we'll do this and this. Draw some cards. That's cool. I think I'm going to wait on that. I'll just I mean, we could augury right now. Nah, I'm just going to gain the life here. Not all that much, but they're not hitting us all that hard. Yeah, I thought about that counterspell that grants proliferate too, but I mean, counterspell was getting irritating, like sitting back and waiting to play magic sort of thing, and I was like, you know what, I want to be more proactive, but hey, it might have helped with some of those land destruction spells in the first 2 rounds, right? Yeah, guy who walks alone. It's definitely about the prism and the chalice for this style to work. That's why there's 2 ways to build this. Last week was one way, and I have a feeling, you know, once you play this, you feel like this explosive, like wow, when it works. I got a weird feeling last week's deck wouldn't have lost this much, even against these matchups. It's a pretty flexible grind of a list, you know. It's got answers kind of for everything, and it's still pretty organic. So honestly, if my, you know, life was on the line or something, I would probably play last week's list just because it can just kind of handle a lot more elements. This is more of a glass cannon approach. The payoff can be just insane, but populate. Bye-bye, Prism. Click through that. I should have sacrificed it. Can we just get there? We're going to need to draw some stuff before we do that, though. Let's draw some cards. Before we play a land, I want to just do this. Wait a minute. No, I don't. Play this out. It's Augury now. Okay. Yeah. We'll get the insight. Any order. This. I'll say done. We are taking 2, 4, 5, 6. Not out of the woods yet, are we? In case we, well, if we draw Weather the Storm, we still have the starter trip here, so I guess we'll just hardcast this. I'd rather keep blue open here. Let's get rid of this and this. We'll go like that. Draw 3 cards and proliferate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Shall we get rid of the beast? Let's do it. Buy us a little bit of time here. What can they respond with here? Remove that to do that. Sacrifice it. It gets big. This one's probably the better target. Yeah, we'll just get rid of one of these dudes here. Playing this. Okay. Weather the Storm. That'll be cool next turn. Nice this turn too. Bloop. I think we got this one. Yeah, Woodlot's at 4. We got to Weather the Storm. We'll go a little crazy next turn. You never know, though. They might have some crazy land destruction sequence or enchant land or something, but interesting. Tamio's safekeeping. Yeah, what I found with Fog is it felt a lot like today's matchups went, where you're just kind of like, okay, I can't do that yet because I got to wait to do this because I got to wait to do that. And yeah, you're right. The grind element was definitely there. It's pretty addicting though. If anybody out there's played this, you know what I'm talking about. When you like experimental augury like 4 times into like a, you know, and then you're managed. You can sometimes dish out like 6 or 7. You know, proliferates in a turn. And you're like, whoa, you just keep drawing answers. But That's a lot. I keep waiting for Rites of Initiation to show up. If so, we're dead. Yep, that's pretty big. We're dead. Good for them, man. I think Rites might have been less all in, though, but hey, it got there. Should have weathered the storm. Wow, we've lost every game. Let's just finish it up. Let's see what we get. Woo! Having a good time. Just did not expect it. That. It's been out maybe just long enough. Everybody's onto it, right? They all know what to do. Yes. I'm going to say mulligan this. Bloop. Got every color. Feeling good. Got defense. We'll keep this. Bam. What do we get rid of? Probably arms. I'm going to get rid of the plan. Just in case they're on some aggro plan. It's nice to have that main. Alrighty, let's we'll bring out the bog. Here we go. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Just wish I could get a few more of them things called W's. I won one game of each of the first two, but we've been waxed since. Okay, digging that. So we might be up against counters. Let's just draw some cards and get this online straight out of the way. Okay, we can use that augury to reset our Peat Bog if we need to. Got some removal, which feels pretty good. Gonna get a lot better once they get corrupted. I don't think I've ever seen this land before. Interesting. A little too much going on. A mirror? It could be. Very well could be. Maybe they're playing the one that I played last week, right? We don't really need to do much here. I feel like I'm walking into a counter spell. That's why I really like these tap lands, because sometimes it forces me to play a little slower. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, stare at your counter spell. Unless it's EOT draw. Yeah, here we go. Well, this will be interesting. This looks like my list from last week with the backwater there. Not so many tap lands. And again, you know, not leaning so heavily on those. I know my list only ran 2 and 2. Does seem a little bit better adept at sidestepping land destruction. Is this last week's deck? I think I was running Preordain, or was that a new edition? I've played too much Magic. They all run together. Not that I own this style or something, but you know how it is. So we got 2 dead cards in our hand that we choose to keep. Keep. Plop, 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 plop. I guess I'll just do these on their turn. Only problem with that is that if I'm going to do this on my turn, just because if I find like a prism or something, I'm going to want to do it. Hey, what's going on here? I said this and this. I'm going like this. Okay, one of those, please. Let's proliferate. Not clicking on ourselves. Everflowing Chalice. Good times. Yeah, we'll bring that in. Or do we really even need it at this stage? Yeah, we need it. It's tempting with that plan. Any order. Get you. Done. Much rather it be the you-know-what, but we'll go from there. Guess this. Okay. I'll bring this out. And I guess we'll just pass the turn. We'll Phyresis EOT. Yeah, don't click on yourself. Like, what's my name say? Oops. I'm starting to feel very ill. There it is. And why not? Maybe they're running something else, right? Definitely doing more with our proliferate. Like last week's deck showed, Don't really need to go all that hard in the paint sometimes, and it might be a bit more flexible if you don't. Very surprised how many people really, really into last week's deck, so I appreciate all the love. A little bit more similar to what our opponent's playing. A more linear approach, and just... it got there. Boy, those were some nail biters, though. Oh, a lot of wins at like 1 life and such. I just kind of wanted to scratch this one off, and it's like, well, you know, it's still new cards, and everybody kind of wants to see these styles still, so probably be old hat next week. Maybe it is this week. Maybe that's why I run into so much land destruction. Tell you one card I've always wanted to make work, and it always starts in a lot of my boards, seeing that token style last game, was Keep Watch. I've always liked that card. Yeah, it is. At least the first 2 rounds were. That set us back, right? That'd be fun to play Keep Watching this list. Just baiting people to attack you. Three to 3. Want it to me. Well, unless they're playing Envelop, I think we're all right here. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to do this like this. Bloop. Proliferate. Here, and here. Say done. I'll do it next turn with a lot more pizzazz. If we did that, I'll wait on that. I'm just going to try to beat him with mana quality here. Vivisurgeon going to keep us far ahead, I would think. Yeah, borrowing 10,000 arrows. I hate to be the font setter on that art of card when it was getting printed, right? Arvona, hello, friends. How are you feeling about the challenging deck a couple of weeks ago? Brooded up Spellstutter Sprites. Am I crazy? Oh, the Changeling deck. Oh, there I go again. See, I often misread things. Okay. We just saw a Changeling deck decimate us from Guy Who Walks Alone, which we'll probably be playing next week. Or within a few weeks. That one is very interesting. The only problem with blue-based strategies, or red-based strategies, everybody's got those answers in their sideboard, but it's neat, too, as a designer when you set upon something that doesn't have rules, meaning like you can have any number of these. Like with, what is it, Ravenous Rats? No, that's not it. There's that, you know, the rat card you're allowed any number of, and it's like, at what point, you know, it's like, I can have all of them, and it's like, yeah, but if you do that, you know, your deck sucks. Those can get out of control, too. I've seen many a rat deck that are pretty impressive. Relentless, right? Yeah, thank you. Sorry about that. All right. Wasted. I'm going to do this now. We'll just start getting rid of stuff we don't need. Proliferate here. Done. This is what I wanted to see. Okay, I've played a land, right? Yeah. Oh, rock here and here. Playing this. Boop, boop. Done. Yo. Why not? We'll do this here. Draw a card. My goodness. Just going to play this out. Don't need Weather Storm. A lot of dead cards here. It'd be funny to lose to our deck from last week, right? Such a good card in this style. Does so much. Add that one little word, proliferate, and all of a sudden, in the right deck, it's better than a ponder. Twice as much for twice the effect. Somebody's going to win pretty soon. That green proliferate card, that's why I was liking it, because, man, you could go get land in a pinch, which happened like twice, to be honest. But it just worked. It was just 1 mana proliferate. Okay. All right, we got to do 4, and our deck's not really helping us. It's like, where was this hand when we were up against like all the creatures, right? Alrighty. Let's bust through some stars here. I guess we need black a little bit. Do this to here. Draw a card. Let's get us some. We don't need that at all. Get black. Okay, that'll help a little bit. I'll do this here. Paying green, I guess. Drawing 2 more cards. List, come on, man. The one time I needed to just be all hatred all the time, it ain't showing up. Don't need any more lands here. Let's pop this. For blue, I guess. Blue for blue. They have 7 cards. I'm pretty sure we're not going to get out of this if we don't draw like an augury here. Blue. Paying this. Augury, please. We haven't seen one in forever. Ugh. We're just gone here, right? So no more draw. We've got 2 things here. Jeez. Cancel. I've at least got 2, so let's play this just so we don't waste everything, right? Sure. Hey, what a bummer. Yeah, I could deplete stuff for that, but I'm not even going to go there now. I think we've lost. Discarding Storm. It only needs 2 spells. Let's see if they get it. We haven't found... Oh, we found 1 augury, but yeah, that's what I was digging for, because, you know, looking at 3, you can usually go find your next kill spell, but... Yikes. Did they got it? They probably do. That's 8 cards. A lot of mana. Boy, do I wish I had a counterspell. Yep. That definitely looks like our list. Alrighty. Well, if you're going to lose to yours. We'll get rid of this. We might be walking into a trap, but I don't think it's worth the alternate there. But for what, right? This is why I liked having negate last week. Bring these in just to trip them and draw. Weather the storm. Why not? We'll just discard it, I guess. All right. We got a win-win just to have a win. Rather embarrassing outing with a really good deck. What makes Magic so great, though, you know? There's never a sure thing. Sometimes I'm just shocked when I'm playing like my favorite black burn list and I'll lose a league match. I'm like, well, that's not supposed to happen. I'm supposed to win. Yes. Our mana is good. Very good. This is a really good hand, except we don't have a way to do anything, but as far as like infecting, but I'll take it because hopefully we can get there with quality. We'll keep this. I like this a lot. All right, we'll bring out the bog. Bring out the bog. Yeah, it would have been nice, Dreamer Stingo, if they walked right into a trap. The first week I was playing this, that happened a lot. And then about midweek, you started seeing a little bit of hate, but nothing like today. Remember back in the day, around 2006 or 7, there was a Summer of Goblins. I forget what summer that was. I think it was 05 or 06. And that's when I made that anti-red list. It was just like I think it was called I Hate Goblins. It was just like, watch this. Alrighty, let's bring this out with Dimir mana. Hopefully we don't run into one on an ol. Could be a valid choice here. Since we have a plan, meaning a contentious plan, and we have a way to do stuff, I'll play this now. This is pretty optimal little sequence here. Next turn we'll I think it's probably worth saving our lands to just plan first and then infect. I don't know. Depends what we draw. A purist in me sure likes just playing the mana base from last week, though. It just always going to get there. I'm glad y'all like that list so much. Like I said, I think we're playing against it now, but this could be slightly different. Alrighty. I guess we could do both. Could click here and here, plan now, then inquiry. Feels a little clunky, but I'd rather do that. Keep our lands alive here. Sure we haven't poisoned them. Done. Accidentally click on that and be like, oops. Yeah, we don't really have any more plans coming up here. Let's see what I did there. All right, let's just do here and here. I'll call white. Inquiry. Get our infect online. Feeling good here. All right. Yeah, we'll be able to do that pretty damn soon, meaning next turn. All right. Watch we lose with them at 9, and that'll be the difference, right? Not saving that Peat Bog. Oh well. Proliferate. You could argue a deck like this gets a little too greedy, you know, where you're drawing a card, you're on theme. Do you really have to have 17 mana on turn 5? But we all know the answer to that. Of course you do. All right. This is 2, 3, 4. Sure. Vivisurgeon. We'll do it like this. Sorcery-based awesomeness. Proliferate here, 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 and here. Done. We have drawn many cards, but what shall we do? Ew, not much. I'll just play this here. Now let me trip this for blue, just because maybe we fall into a... Okay, well that's cool. I'll cast that. Okay. And we can still do something. I might as well use this mana for something, right? Boop, there we go. Kind of maximize that turn. We got a whole lot of free stuff here. Yeah, there's only so many cards we could take out, so I'll just discard Weather the Storm. And you never know, maybe they have some switcheroo sideboard and big ol' Angler's going to show up and it'll be valid, but whatever. I was looking, there's quite a few cycling removal spells, but, you know, obviously they're subpar. I can't remember. There's one that flashes back and cycles, and there's a lot of flexibility out there, but of course, you know, you're paying the price and that it can't really target everything, so why not just play Cast Down? Okay, I really love that. One thing I love about Vivisurgeon is that you have to play it on your turn, so it's not, you don't even have to, it's like, do they have a counter or not? Because we'll augury later, but for right now, we're just trying to get quality here. Probably running into a negate. Yep, this is our list. At least I think so. Okay. Did I play land? I did. Alrighty. We'll just do this and this. Expunge, yeah, that's one of them. Pentad Prism's pretty good here. Sure. Any order. Would really like that to be a proliferate. Done. Let me Trip this for blue. If we don't draw anything of quality, we'll just play the Prism. Done. Now we want him to play Land Destruction, right? We've got so much extra stuff. Trip that bomb just because, probably, and keep moving. Yeah, SWAT, expunge. Good finds, guys. Thank you for that. They might have thought I was going to have the Black Cleave Goblin plan. The Suffocating Fumes would still work. Of course, no. The logic for that is you can just cycle it away. Unlike Weather the Storm, we can't really do anything with it right now. Going a bit too all in. 3-3, folks. We'll be creatureless and winless if we lose this. It's the less is more show with your special guest, Jackass Man. All the mana and nothing to do with it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 18, 20. 20 mana. What are you going to do? I'm going to do plenty. Sure. I'll bring this here up. Boom, boom. Crunch. Negate. Negate the watercolor painting. It's another negate. Oh, to bring the ending. Yep, and that does work. Cool. Alrighty. Let's drop the Spellbomb. Not that it does anything. We'll just trip it. Pay the black. Draw a card. Awesome. Really want Vivisurgeon's Insight to show up, though, because we've got all the mana now. We really need to have that show up. Contentious Plan. I'll take it any day of the week. All right. Any order. Then we're going to go boom. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Scoop up a deep up boom. Do not click on myself. That's awfully close. I still have to drop a land, so I'm waiting to see if we get some extra value here. Boom, 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 boom. Done. Embarrassment of riches here. Sure, let's weather the storm. Why not? Let's go. Who knows? Maybe they got some alternate plan, right? Oh, we've got every advantage. It's just this is when we all know it's going to happen. I'm going to draw lands. It's the psychological benefit of having 36 life versus 20 in an Infect matchup. What a cool world. Infect's in the metagame again, right? At least last week's list might be. I don't know. That'd be so cool if somebody goes to the challenge or tomorrow with something similar to what I played last week and does well with it. Might be a top 20 list. I doubt it'd be top 10. Yeah, we've had 2 Vivisurgeons. That kind of sucks because there's only 2 left, and we're not halfway through our list yet. We're both at 5. In this mirror, I knew this was going to happen. It almost feels like we're too cutesy, right? We're just building up for that blockbuster turn when just a decent turn would get there, and then we wouldn't have to put up with some other stuff. Which is, I don't want to pat myself on the back. When I first saw these lists, with the Everflowing Chalice, I didn't want to brew it that first because I guess, for want of a better word, I guess I saw through it. I mean, it is that glass cannon thing, and yeah, it can be like, holy crap, look how amazing this is, but it's like, look how consistent this is. What was that saying I think Ziv Mauschwitz had, where it's like, if you want to beat a slow deck, be slower? I forget. There's some magic, like, kind of wizard, what's the word? Just wisdom. Seems to always be a little very true in the metagames. I think you'd want to be faster, but it's like, no, actually, if you're a little bit slower, this deck tends to beat that one. Sideboard Fireball for 18. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that would be interesting, right? Some infect damage card. We really need Vivisurgeon into quality stuff here, and we could just shut it out. This is when the deck can just win in one turn, and you should. Look at the mana we've got. Jeez. 8, 12, oh my goodness, 18. We're probably in the 30s, maybe even 40s. If y'all know where this is going, right? We know what I'm drawing next. It's either a Weather the Storm or a land. Not even a fighting chance, or you just don't even have the paint to start painting the picture with. Of course, I did put 2 extra lands in this, so that's on me. And we're at 9. And creatureless and windless. Saddest trombone orchestra ever. Well, at least we know my list last week seems to win. So there you have it, folks. I honestly, just outside of bad beats and stuff, I'm going to leave this as is, as far as like the whole what did we learn category that we like to reference. I better put this to where it makes a little bit more sense, so somebody just watching this for the first time. Yeah, I really, really do enjoy this list. I wish we would have run up against Golgotha Red or something where this would have felt a little bit more warranted. We did have a tokens matchup, and it helped us stay alive there a little bit. I don't know what... I think I'm done with Infect for a bit. I do really think there's a build where this is going to be used, because for 1 green, fixing your mana early, but you'd have to be a little bit more heavy on the green side of things. But, you know, hey, your typical Infect list, right? You smash at them with maybe a groundswell creature, and then you start proliferating. Plan, maybe whoever was asking for the Simic technology for Infect in a few weeks, maybe I'll go that route. But anyway, y'all, sorry I didn't win more. It was a lot of fun. I think the list is really strong. Please go help out and support Sidid Rankin's channel. He's an awesome streamer. Great wisdom of what's right now in the metagame, and constant, like I used to be with the grinding all the time. He literally, I think he plays a league a day, it feels like, and really good watch and listen. There's his link. Thank you, Chimpskey. Go like and support him. We always like to help everybody out. If you'd like to help me out, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. But until then, I'm going to go lick my wounds, everybody. I hope you liked it. I still recommend it. It just ran into just a lot of bad stuff. I think I only had like 1.5 punts there, but whatever a half punt is, I've proven it's a real thing. All right, guys, I'm going to go lick my wounds. We'll see you at the same time, same place next week on Pauper. Till then, little chill out. See you next week.